When performing the knee slice pass, or like a lot of techniques in jiu-jitsu, most of the power or forward momentum is generated via the hips. So my hips are gonna go forward. My posterior chain is gonna tighten up like this, my hips are gonna go forward. That's the driving force in order to propel me forward. You'll watch my posture and my head whip back just like this. Okay, here. Notice my posture is somewhat broken right now, although I'm still pretty athletic. My posture is broken. Watch my posture as I thrust my hips through. My spine straightens, and my hips get propelled through the pass. Heavily exaggerated. Come on, 20 seconds. Let me get one. Let me get one. Come on. Let me get one. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Push. Push it over. Push it up. Woo!
You're speaking specifically to them. Yeah. Do you want it to be?
What up, friends and family? This is Body by Bam. Bam, Body by Bam. This is Stephen's Stretch session. We're talking today about hips.
Via the hips.
Hip health, hip functions, hip performance, and everything. We just watched a video, the beautiful and stunning Matt Weber talking about that knee slice pass and why it's important to utilize the hips as the prime mover. Using those hips is going to be the most efficient, effective, powerful, and safe way to effectively pass with that knee pass.
And then what is a posture that we see all too often?
All too often, let's just talk about the clubs that Steph and I find ourselves in, probably nightly, is kind of this. We call it, it's been called the white girl booty.
So popping it out like this is no good for your posture. Okay?
I mean, unless we're twerking here. But
unless we're twerking, this is how you do it, okay? This is something no.
We're not talking about twerking today.
But
today we're just talking about standing up straight.
No,
doing jiu-jitsu. We're just talking about normal everyday life.
Something to keep in mind with what's happening posturally. Rectus femoris, one of the main quadriceps, attaching to the ASIS, pulling us forward, this anterior pelvic tilt. Compression, lower spine, ouch, tight. It's turning off the abdomen, turning off the glutes. We don't want that.
None of that, actually. Absolutely zero of that. We want to be nice and stable, and sometimes we find ourselves in this position. We have a lot of low back pain. We have our butt that's turned off, and it's because of some tightness here in this hip flexors. It's something that we find often in a lot of athletes, a lot of people here because of extended periods of sitting. Also with jiu-jitsu athletes because of how much we are just using those hip flexors and just smashing them over and over again. So if you find yourself trying to do that knee slice and you find yourself going to extension and be like, man, I can't really pop my hips all the way through, what is going on? You're probably running out of room. Your hips have been junctified and those hip flexors like we talked about are just really shortened. So what we kind of are showing today a really good and easy way to fix those that you can do daily, you can do every other day, but really give some love to those hip flexors. The first thing we're going to do is attach this band that you can find on Amazon or anywhere, or even in our own gym, just ask one of the instructors. We're just going to attach it to a strong post. Today I'm going to use Stephen's leg, because he's strong like Bolt. Here we go. We're just going to attach the post in here. I'm going to step in with one of my legs and hike it really nice up to my butt cheek. Taking a big lunge with that back here, and I'm going to allow the band to pull me forward. I'm not going to allow it to pull me forward into overextension, what we're trying to fix. I'm going to stay nice, braced, and neutral, and pull me forward in that good posture. From there, I'm going to use a contraction, contracting my glutes, my hips, everything for 3 seconds, trying to get deeper into the stretch right here in this anterior part of those hips. So 1, 2, 3, stretching and just relaxing a little bit deeper in that stretch. Again, 1, 2, 3, a little bit deeper. Here we can have the option to freestyle. I can move my hips left, right, my opposite knee, left, right, trying to find the area that needs the most love. Once I find that area, I'm going to spend about a minute doing these 3-second contractions and relaxing. And then I'm going to, if I feel the need, to upgrade, palm coming up in that contraction, looking back, staying nice and neutral, not letting myself be broken, but nice here, and just attacking this hip until it releases, and you feel the gods and all of nice brace neutrality come back to your hips.
Let's focus on breath. Also know that each person is different. Different bodies, different rituals, different things that we do with ourselves. Just know that modify it whichever way you feel natural. Awareness is number one over this. Knowledge, awareness, so key for this. Apply it to yourself, please.
Apply it to yourself. We're going to do 1 minute on each leg, and that's about it. And you're going to find yourself elongated. We're going to relieve some pressure for that low back. No more low back pain. We're also going to have more performance and range of motion in those hips, making things like deadlifts, like sandbag tossovers, knee slices, normal everyday standing, and maybe even some hip thrusting if you're doing any kind of sexual activity, more effective and efficient. Nobody likes to be not performing in jiu-jitsu in the bed or just standing up straight. Make sure you're healthy and strong. This has been Body by Bam and Stephen's Stretch Session. We just want you guys to remember,
Posture up!
posture up.